Alright, we got our next project in the shop here. This just showed up today, or a little bit ago. I've been waiting for one of these. I do probably one of these a month or so. These are basically those cheap attachments that you always see on auction sites. The attachments that go for super cheap. They're one of the things that are manufactured by somebody, and they build them very cheaply, and then they just crank them out as many as they can, and then they just sell them to all these little auction places, and they auction them off, and they usually go for pretty cheap. One way you can tell it's kind of one of those things that are just manufactured to be thrown on auction is there's no branding anywhere whatsoever. There's no stickers, there's no caution pinch point stickers, all the stuff that a real attachment would have. There's none of that. There's no logos anywhere, there's no serial numbers, no load capacity numbers. It's just bare. So my customer just picked this up and drove it straight here. Is what he just did. He did buy it secondhand, so he's not the original owner. But the original owner did already probably used it once or twice, and it's already pretty beat up. So my customer got a good deal on it, and he took it straight to me because he knows this thing's a piece of junk, and in order to get any more use out of it, it's gonna have to get beefed up a little bit. So I could probably rant about this for days on end, just the quality and stuff, but I'm not going to waste my time doing that. We're here to do a job, and that's what we're going to do. Anyways, enough with that. Enough ranting. This is in here. We got a job to do. We're going to do the best we can to make this usable for the customer. And yeah, so we're going to straighten some of this out here. We're going to put a bushing in there so it's not just freely open. We're going to put a bushing so it can actually sandwich that correctly. Bend some of these tabs back out. Customer said not to worry about that piece that's bent up there. They're going to try to do something with that. And then we're going to put another cross member in the top part of the grapple there from side to side, give it some rigidity. And then we are going to put a stiffener plate on the outside of these plates right here. We'll just weld another plate on top of there to give that side piece a little more strength. Yeah, do the bushings. The tines and stuff look fine so far, so we're probably going to leave all of those as they are. Probably won't have to do much with that, but yeah, main part is up here. Get that bushing in there, do that cross member there, plates on the outside, and definitely should be a lot better than what it is. So we're gonna get these bolts out of there, get those off there. We're gonna have to get some bushings. We're gonna have to straighten some stuff out, and then we'll throw it all back together. We'll probably going to be best or easiest for us if we just take all this off and work on it up on the table and then put it back on here. It's probably going to be our best option, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'd say about once a month I get one of these. Probably twice a month I get people that come in here and they're like, hey, just seen this attachment on the auction. What do you think of it? And I say, you buy that thing, it's going to be here probably after the first or second use. And I tell them how much work it's going to take to fix it and beef it up. Most people change their mind. We're going to trace this part or this side plate onto some cardboard so we can bring it into Fusion 360 there and copy it and cut it out so we can cut a stiffener plate to go on the outside here. Do the old cardboard trick. Voila, that was easy. Yeah. Get out the X-Acto knife. Another way that I could have done this was just taking a picture from the side. Got a nice straight picture of the side of the plate there, and then I could have imported that picture into Fusion. Did it that way, but this way works as well. There we go. That was easy. The way we do these parts is get you a square here, and we'll lay this flat on the table. I gotta find the best way. I'm not sure what the best way to do this one is, but you get a square, put your cardboard or whatever it is inside the square like this, put it flat on the table, and then either get on a ladder or step stool or something and take a picture directly down from as far as away as you can, looking down, and then make sure you get the square and the part in the picture. And then you upload that to your CAD program, and then when you calibrate the image, you can use the square to calibrate, you know, the distance. I usually just do like a 1-inch mark, calibrate the 1-inch mark for the square, and then that'll calibrate the image so this is the right length, and then you just trace around that and add whatever features you need to add. So we're gonna calibrate this, use the 1-inch marks. So there's that. We'll also grab the cardboard piece itself just to double check our measurements. Got about 4¼ wide. Let's see what this is right now. Yeah, about there. So we're just gonna start making some lines. Yeah. That's all we need. We do have to downsize it. And so let's go to offset. We'll do 3/8. And that's it. This plate on the forge so cut out already. Kept falling through the holes in the plate. The forks did. All right, it's the end of the day here. We're kind of wrapping up on this today. Made some good progress on this. Got all our side plates welded on, both sides there. We did end up straightening the middle section that was bowed up a little bit just so we could get the ears to line up. We just cut off one set of ears and move that rather than cut off both of them and readjust them that way. We just cut off that one and put it back on there. So we did cut some bushing stock as well, so that's in there, welded on there. That'll give that a nice tight fit. It'll pivot like it's meant to be, or how it's supposed to be. So now we just got this other one to fit up there and tack up. That should go pretty good. I think actually the only other thing we have to do is the cross member there for that. That'll be real easy, but yeah, I got some other stuff to do before the end of the day here, so put a pause on this and we'll get back on this tomorrow. Working on getting this second grapple back on. It's given us a little bit of trouble. Not quite lining up the way we want. That's just because it's kind of tweaked and bent. So, trying to think about what I want to do here. Yeah, this is just embarrassing. the how this has been constructed. Oh, I better put some weld on that. This is ugly, man. This is absolutely disgusting how this was built. Oh, yeah, that's kind of where we need it. Oh, dang it. Jeez. Ah, too far. That ought to work. Just looked this morning. We're already past 100 subscribers, so that's freaking mint. It's cool to see, but I'm not really after views or subscribers. There's kind of a whole nother reason why I'm doing videos here, but the views and subscribers are something that just comes along with it, so I guess that's cool. Appreciate everybody that watches. We need this. We need to cut some bushing stock. Oops. There's a nice scratch in the welder. All right, that'll do for this one. Got everything bolted back, tightened up. Got our side reinforcement plates on there, got a cross member on there. Got everything semi straightened back out, the best we could at least. Still probably quite a bit more that we could have done, but yeah, customer kind of was on a budget, so we kind of agreed on a price and agreed what work I was going to do to fit that price. And that's kind of just what you got to do sometimes. As much as I'd like to take this thing all apart and rebuild it from scratch, the budget just doesn't fit. So we did what he wanted. Definitely made it usable again. So just by adding those side plates in there, that should help quite a bit. I think the customer will be very happy. He'll be able to get some use out of it, not have to worry as much about breaking it or bending it up some more. So I'm actually pretty happy with how everything kind of straightened back out. It's not perfect, but sure is a lot better than it was. So yeah, that's all we're gonna do for this one. If you ever run across some of these attachments, I guess just keep in mind, you know, they are what they are, and with a little bit of work, a little bit of extra reinforcement and welding, they can be decent. Obviously they're not going to be perfect or anywhere near heavy duty, but just by adding some extra material and some extra bracing and stuff like that will improve the operation quite a bit. So if you see one of these or get one of these in your shop, don't be afraid to take it on. It doesn't require a whole lot of work to kind of make it usable. So that'll be that for that. We're not gonna paint it or anything. We'll let the customer do all that. Have them take care of that. So yeah, that'll be it for this one.